All right, Foggieraw just dropped a new album. To be completely transparent with y'all, I did not really know who he was prior to this album. The only song I had saved in my library was the track that he had with Ari Lennox, "Stay a While." But for whatever
All right.
reason, I did not dig further into his discography. Don't know why.
Do you remember how
But
you found out that one?
it just randomly came on in my shuffle,
Oh,
and I was like, "Damn, this
gotcha.
shit jam!" You know what I mean? Like, but I should have went further into his discography. Discography. But yeah, he dropped a brand new album titled "With No Due Respect." This new album does explore a couple of themes, two themes specifically. It's not only about modern love, but it's through the lens of the prodigal son, which is a biblical parable about a rebellious son who takes an inheritance, leaves home, squanders it all, then comes back home, and his father welcomes him with open arms and throws an extravagant party for him. And then basically the story just proves like God's unconditional love and forgiveness and redemption and all of that. So it was cool how he was able to
Forgiveness.
weave those two themes together like seamlessly though. And he didn't do it in a way that felt preachy or felt like uncool or anything like that. The album is full of amazing production throughout, a lot of soul, jazz, R&B samples all throughout. And then I felt like his laid back flow, witty bars, punchlines like floats effortlessly through the production as well. And he has amazing features. Like every single feature hit. And I felt like he was able to bring uh,
Everyone? Here
every
this guy
single
go. Just last
one
week it was a whole nother story,
hits.
but
Every single one hit. I felt like he was able to
except for one.
bring, we'll get to that. I felt like he was able to bring these artists into his world or whatever. And it just, I felt like it gelled perfectly to me. Now we can get into, more specifics about the album or your overall thoughts about the album, I guess, first.
Yeah. No, I feel similar to you and not really knowing much about Foggy Raw before getting into this album. I think was it Psalm 62? I remember seeing, a clip on Instagram or something. Like the the sample of Alicia Keys doing "You Don't Know My Name." Um, the delivery was mad laid back, kind of spoken word, but still with a delivery. So it's like, all right, that's cool. And then Dress was like, yeah, man, this new Foggy Rhyme coming out. I'm like, who?
yeah.
And as soon as like the next song that I heard was from this was the track with Larry June. Um, what what's that?
The name of it, disrespectfully
That's
decline.
I'm glad you got to stumble through that before I had to.
The
Yeah,
alliteration trips you up.
disrespectfully decline, right? You think I'm wearing all this fly shit just to impress
Just to
you?
impress y'all.
Impress?
Right.
Um,
Y'all ain't even got no address. I can't address y'all.
how can I address y'all? Um, just asking questions. Like I think that song felt similar to the song 62 track in that, it's very conversational. Like he kind of sets a space for him to have a conversation with somebody. Like that song is with, one person, like a romantic interest. This song is very open, outward, like y'all. Like
The haters.
motherfuckers who actually watching what you do and thinking they have you know, a worthy opinion just because, they might have had some kind of interaction or just because they want what you have, right?
Yeah.
But I think as a whole, this album it's not too far like out into a bunch of different ideas or far out styles. Like you said, it's mostly R&B. It's like, the kind of hip hop instrumentals you might expect. But at the same time, there's what was it? Like a jazz instrumental, a Say Yes.
Yeah, it was a
And
couple jazz instrumentals. I know like Rookie of the Year and My Money and Your Dad. I know that saxophone was singing on that motherfucker, boy.
Sounds like the same sample, don't it? Just kind
It does.
of
It's slowed up.
different.
Yeah, it just
different
sounds a little
tempo.
slow. Yep.
it's my money than your dad. Like you can hear it just the way
That's the
he's
feature
floating
y'all
over that.
talking about, huh? That's the one. Is that the one y'all
God
talking about?
damn! Thank you, bro.
I like Caribou,
Shit.
man. I like Caribou,
Oh.
dog.
We'll
I'm
talk
a
about it
Caribou
when we talk
truther.
about it. We'll talk
Yeah,
about it.
we'll get there. We'll get there.
Well, yeah, we ain't gotta talk about it right now.
Or ever.
Yeah, bro. I think he really committed to that sound, that approach. Like relationships are talked about in a really, focused kind of way. It's what we could be. It's what we're going to be, what we hope to be, grandmas and grandpas. Like all of
Yeah.
it feels,
Hopeful.
really hopeful.
Hopeful. It don't. Yeah, that was one of my biggest things. Like, I can't do. As I get older, my sensibilities change. Okay, kind of how what La Russell was talking about with Lil Wayne. I don't want to
Bringing it back.
hear
Yeah.
rap niggas talk about how jaded they are from love and how they don't know how to love a woman. And it's not me being a pick me or pandering to women. It's just some real shit, bro. I don't care to hear about, especially from 40-plus-year-old rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like, for
Yeah.
instance, Zero. I love Zero. You know what I mean? Zero damn near 50 years old. He just dropped the album last month titled Never Love a Bitch Again. Don't want to hear that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've heard it. I've heard it before. I hate you, bitch. We good. I don't need to hear that no more. Like I'm
Cut to a clip
good,
of a new Future album dropping, and you going crazy to it.
No.
Whoa.
Answer that clip right now.
Whoa.
Answer clip
All right.
here.
So Future is one of those rappers that's very jaded about love or whatever. But he talks about himself
Always a
not
but.
being he talks about himself not being shit. He not saying, he not just blaming women like you women ain't nothing, you bitches ain't shit. He like, I'm fucked up. So I think that's the difference. And obviously he does.
So
got
is
a
it
bunch of
better
songs.
if he points it out that he's a piece of shit?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Cool.
You gotta have a rule. You gotta have a rule. You gotta have the remorse, the regret, the understanding, like, yeah, it ain't your fault. I just have a type. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear no nigga talking about never love a bitch again. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's,
Zero singing on that shit too. I'm
sure he is.
No,
I listen to
Future
like
would
the
never
first,
say that.
He wouldn't. Exact. Future
Nah.
wants to be loved. He just don't know how to do it. That's the big difference, I feel like, with Future. I think he kind of get a bad rap. You feel about Future however you want to feel about him, whatever. But I do think he has like a lot of rule in his music about like, I'm fucked up, I'm off these drugs. I wish I could have loved you better, but I ain't shit. You know what I mean? Not saying that he can't grow from it and he should be able to like figure this out. But Future aside, I just thought it was refreshing to hear these modern love perspectives from Foggieraw, and it was hopeful. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, man, I just can't trust none of y'all. My career is starting to buzz, and I'm jaded off love. I could never trust these women. He even had a song. One of the songs he was talking about. I know I'm supposed to date Instagram chicks, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, that's nice to hear from a rapper. You know what I mean? Like, you sound like a common man. Like, that's cool. You know, to me, that's cool to me. You know what I'm saying? But what about you, Dress?
Just the first initial listens, the album was really flowing, man. Track after track after track. I was like, every track is just as good as the last one. Like, where's the bad one gonna come in? But I knew I've been on Foggieraw for a couple years, and the first song I heard was him was called Mulan, and it's an interesting love song about Asian women. So it's kind of in the same vein, but I kind of heard that, and man, I was a fan instantly. So, and I didn't know he had albums. I just heard singles after years later. So this was the first album that I really listened to, and I really loved it. I don't know who did. I didn't look up who did the beats, but production was, man, 10 out of 10. Couldn't get no better. Lyrics killing it. How Hondo said, it's very creative. Some modern love songs of what people are going through right now. People just ain't talking about it yet. You know what I mean? Like, he's the first one to come out and say this point of view, or at least in a different way, because everybody is like, fuck these hoes, fuck these bitches. Music, he needs this something different, and I liked it a lot, man. Can't wait for the next one. Shit was really dope. You talking about the cover though? Y'all like the cover?
Yeah, the cover fly, man.
The cover was crazy. The cover was crazy,
man. Like in the night, that shit is fly. To get more into depth about like some of the content from the songs. It's a few of them I would like to highlight. The first one being Psalm in Islam is about, a woman who he loves. He's Christian, she's Muslim, and them being in love, but knowing that their love can't really go any further because of their differences in religion. And he, talked about his family being Christians, her family being Muslims, and how, the in-laws probably wouldn't get along. And also how if they were to have a child, like trying to raise it one religion versus another, like the complexities that will bring. You don't really hear that much in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That was cool to hear. You know what I mean? I love that song. And
Hook
then
was
also
dope
like
on there too. The
Yeah.
singing on the hook, amazing.
the singing. He's singing. You know what I'm saying? He actually singing too. He ain't a great singer or anything, but it works. And the songs where he needs background vocals, he has them. You know what I mean? So I think he did an excellent job. But also at the end of the song, he did give the woman reassurance, saying, like, you'll always be my girl, like no matter what. Like, oh, okay, that's nice to hear. The older I'm getting, the more like I would want to hear shit like that. Another track, Anthony talked about it earlier, Grandmas and Grandpas. Just delves into wanting to grow old with your partner. You know what I'm
To
saying?
me,
And
the most
wanting-
important song on the album.
Bro, yeah,
Man.
like
For
wanting to
real.
be
Felt
a
that.
grandma and grandpa, and how we don't have grandmas and grandpas no more. You know
People
what I mean?
don't
Like,
want to be that no more.
they
Everybody want
don't
to be the
wanna be
young
that.
fly guy. Who want to
Yeah,
talk about
man.
being old? Nobody even thinking about that no more.
nobody
You know?
even like.
It's
I remember I
crazy.
used to think of being old, like seeing like my elders. I'm like, damn, being old might actually be fly. You know what I'm saying? But we at this point now where everybody, like Dress
That's
said,
the last thing you wanna
nobody,
be.
nobody wants to be. I don't even want to be Unc, but I accept it at this point. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what. Nobody
It
wants
is
to
what
be
it
up.
is.
If they
Nah.
want to be grandpa, they definitely don't want to be up. So
1
what
million
choice
percent.
do we have but to become the new Uggs?
Got to. Like it's out of my hands now. Like I just accept it. I'm Unc age, I guess. I don't really appreciate it. I feel like there's a lack of respect when you call somebody an Unc. It ain't like calling somebody sir.
I
Like
don't think so.
it is. I feel like when you call somebody
It
sir,
is.
when you call somebody sir, there's like respect there. You call somebody Unc, bro. You used to call like junkies Unc. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm from that. You know, so we from that
Hey,
era.
hold on. Let me tell you what a very connected to Jamaica cat told me one time. Do you know what sir stands for?
I do not.
Slave master I revere.
That's
That's what he told me.
Too dark, man.
That's
Keep it
like-
moving. Keep it moving.
Hey.
Slave
how do you
master
sound
I'm saying
I
that-
revere.
How you
There-
saying that? in
He
his
did
accent? How
not
do you
want
say
me to
it?
call him sir. He wanted me to call him brother.
Oh, okay.
I did
I
not
would be
call
like, for
him
sure,
sir
respect
sucker.
anymore.
I mean, brother.
You gotta
Hey.
respect that. I ain't never heard that. That's crazy, actually.
Slave in revere.
Wow. Slave
Changed
master,
everything.
I revere. That just changed me. Unc it is. or brother. We can go with
Brother's
that.
way back.
Man, that's
And the last song I want to talk about, which I know Dress said Grandmas and Grandpas is the most important song. Faith Lies is the most important song. in
Oh,
my opinion.
man. I love
Where
that
he
sample
just-
so hard.
He just talks about how illogical people's standards are these days. And let me get to the actual raps. Okay. He raps, she want a thug dude that's hard body, but also a smart dude that got a degree, but also a plug dude that's
Plug.
serving tree, but still could be your pastor, teach you Colossians 3. And he ain't just leave it to one sex. He went to the other one. Then
Lit.
followed by that, he said he want a skinny chick that got a fat ass, but don't wear no skinny clothes to be showing her ass, but still possesses the skill of throwing her ass. But in private, of course, nobody knowing her ass. I'm like, bro, this man just held up the mirror. held up the
Right,
mirror to
pretty
you,
much.
like, do you know how silly you niggas sound when you be trying to like create this build a woman, build a man workshop? Like, bro, it's so illogical. Everything you saying is incongruent with the next thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you can't want a freak, but she ain't got no experience. You can't want a thug dude, but he ain't got the chance to go into prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, this don't make sense. Like, I love that song, man. And that's the first time I've ever heard a rapper. I'm sure his other songs exist, but that's one of the. I think Lupe does got a song like that. Actually, I'll take that back. But
It happens here and there.
he did it in a way I felt like that was clever. That wasn't like judgmental. It just was holding the mirror up, like, man, listen to y'all. Like, y'all not making sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, love is illogical, and y'all standards are even more illogical than that. You know what I mean?
I love
How
that
do you
sample.
how do you compare this to Lauryn Hill Doo-Wop, that thing?
Actually, that is a good reference point. I can see the similarities as far as saying you basically only want one thing from them. I gotta go back and listen to Doo-Wop, actually, because I don't know. I'm trying to sing the hook in my head.
She's just naming stuff, right? I told you one brother with the heart in the ring or something like that.
Okay,
It-
okay. I get you now.
Second verse is dedicated to the men. Like, but
I gotta listen to that again. To be honest with you.
I forgot.
I can't recall the lyrics off the top of my head. I only got like the hook in my head, but I'm gonna go back and listen to that. Actually, that's a good reference.
I wonder how you feel like it reflects now. Like, is it outdated? Is it, more focused on like, is it trying to call out commercialism but making it like, a personal defect? Like,
Mhm.
there's a reason why, like, dudes is buying Timbs and Rims instead of taking care of their women. Like, it's
It happens.
complex, but there's
Okay.
a way to say it and call it out with like you said, without
Being too preachy. I'm reading.
casting.
Yeah, I'm reading it right
Yeah.
now. Yeah, exactly what you said. More concerned with his rims and Timbs than his women.
Yeah.
Yeah, coming to club like hooligan. Yeah, no, that's a good point. I do feel like he did it like you just said. He did it in a way that wasn't just overly preachy. He just literally held the mirror up and was like, "Listen to yourselves. Like, y'all sound crazy." But that might be like to me that's like the most important song, and that's the second track. Like,
Yeah,
it ain't take
that
long
really,
to get into it.
That blended well with the intro too. I really like the intro, the part where he's like, she don't want somebody to tit for tat, and then he smacked his lips. I kind of smacked my lips at the same time when I heard him say that. I was like, man, come on.
That
was
might
dope.
be like my favorite song of the year so far.
The intro?
Unisex.
Yeah.
Yeah, Unisex is fire, man.
I love Unisex, man.
That's
hard.
one of the best intros I've
That's
ever
like
heard.
Yeah, that's like the Adam and Eve basically story, pretty much. You know what I mean? And that just man, it sets the album up perfectly, man. Because he was like
dreams you in.
Yeah, he was like, I point at you. Talking about he pointed at her, and then he said, God said, but I appointed you. Like, you trying to blame her? No, you the one in charge. You know what I mean? And it's like, how do we know we're naked? And then it just go into fake lies. Like, that shit cold, bro.
Yeah.
I already lied lied too. Man, that shit was so
that
hard.
shit fire, bro. He took his time with this album, man. Everything makes sense. You know what I mean? Everything flows cohesively, one into another, and he's doing it in a way where he's taking accountability for his own actions and his own, lack of maturity or just not being ready, I guess, not being prepared for love, you know what I'm saying? Which I feel like a lot of people in the spotlight go through, you know what I'm saying? You got people throwing themselves at you, so you got temptation all around you all the time, you know what I mean?
Of course.
And yeah, he speaks to that, but he doesn't sound jaded at the end, which is dope.
Nah, I think that's a dope way to look at it, especially from, just knowing how biblical stories end up. It's not always, it don't always feel earned. Like Job goes through what he went through and it's like, wow, he's just really devout. It's like,
nah, he went through hell, man. That was fine. I gotta do all this to prove my love? Like, damn.
I don't think that's okay.
Devotion? Nah,
that is a unreasonable guy, bro.
It's a whole nother convo.
Yeah.
I mean, it's part, it's part of the convo because I mean he has so many just biblical lines in here and metaphors and all type of stuff. Themes is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I appreciate, the ways that these things flowed and kind of like popped up in the background, like Water to Wine. One of my favorite songs on
that
this.
song. I love that song, man.
You want to know what I love most about Water the Wine? I think my top 3 songs on the album, Unisex, right at the start, Water the Wine, and Bitchation at the end.
Yeah.
Damn,
First
they
song,
got
middle,
way different 3.
in the end.
That's crazy.
I
But
love
the main reason
Bitchation
why
shows like his
Oh, go ahead.
cleverness and my bad, I ain't mean to cut you off. Bitchation, I love just how it just shows off his cleverness.
That's some
You know what I'm
slam
saying?
poetry shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I ain't
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake. I ain't gonna show that
That
titty.
Yeah, no, that was clever.
That's what I think is so special about Foggieraw is that like he's doing the thing where even if you haven't heard the song before and you don't know all the lyrics, you can catch what's coming next. Especially, you definitely know what's coming next when he pauses before and then
Yeah.
like points to you like
Yeah.
like on Water the Wine. It's like not an R&B singer like Jenya.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why? Right. Yeah, I just love
Yeah.
just yo, booty not fat, but it's real. From all my little booty divas out there, man. You got a song for y'all. You know?
Hold up.
Cheers. Raise the glass, toast the
Yeah.
glass to him. But nah, man, that
No.
shit it's fire, man. It's like they want to judge me for my drink. Like Jesus ain't turned water into wine. Like, go on somewhere, man. That shit is. His singing on there is really dope. The sample dope, man. Everything about that one. Even like his flow. He using the French accent or whatever. Like might end up on Marie Ajari. You know, that shit is fire, man. It's like you don't want to see me on there and they tell me I'm not the dad and I do the Dougie.
Oh, Maureen.
Yeah. That shit
Doing
fire,
the
bro.
Dougie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole like French accent flow is super dope, man. He's
The
like,
other
girls,
one-
women don't want to be wives no more. They just want to go to Paris. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't trying to get
Me
married.
too.
They just trying.
Me no.
They just trying
The
to get
one that
blew
stuck
out.
out to me like that was the icky or
Oh, Icky Vicky.
what was like
I forgot what song
the
that
light
was.
skinned girl, she thicky, dark skinned girl can't give a hickey and something else. It came back just the use of it and the spacing of it, like just not over and over and over, but like here's a 2-piece, then give you a break and come back with another 2-piece. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of just games.
Yeah, his rapping is pretty impressive on here, bro. Like probably my favorite part on the whole album, as far as like his rapping goes, is the alliteration on "Stay a While." He says, so he doing alliteration. He just following the ABCs. He go from B through H. He say, "Baby, be a beacon of beauty via BBL. Concentrated, counting all my commas. Got a CDL. Consummated by all the coochie coming, cause my CD sell. Decimated every damn Daniel, wishing death prevail. Everyone, everywhere, every time. Ecclesiastes. Fuck the foes. Free my friends. Fight for the fellowship. Glory up to God. Glory to all the gang memberships. Hell, if I know what heaven feel like, I ain't in heaven yet." Like, that's clever. Like, that alliteration, you just going through the ABCs the whole time. Like, he rapping, bruh. He rapping. He really rapping.
Line that stuck out was, "Y'all must be smoking on ESGG's fentanyl."
Fentanyl.
That was
Bruh.
a fire line. Stuck out.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite. What was your favorite 3 songs then, Dress? You said yours is way different than Ants.
Man, Huey and Riley was top 3 for me.
Bro, that's fair.
Love that song. Probably
Yeah, Riley is fire.
another one was Fake Lies. And then I got to go with Boyfriend in Your Brain, man. That
I
shit
knew
came out in
you was gonna say that.
1996. Shit came out in 96. That shit is so hard,
That's
dog. I love
that's
it.
just some old
Yeah.
classic R&B. Just you can. It's
That's
groove.
I Get Around, his version. I Get Around.
Yeah,
That's it,
that shit is
man.
fire.
That's his summer
That's good.
anthem. Love
Yeah,
it. man.
you got a point there. I like that. That
That's
shit is
definitely
fire.
my top 3.
Whoa.
Good top 3. First of all, I don't think you can pick a wrong top 3 on here.
Nah, you can't. You
I
really
think all the
can't.
songs is fire, personally. If I had to give a top 3, I would say definitely Water the Wine, Faith Lies, and it would be a toss-up out of either Rookie of the Year or Disrespectfully Decline.
Yeah.
All them shit's fire, man.
Man,
That shit-
there's no bad choices.
It's not, bro. It's not. I just love his flow, especially his flow on Rookie of the Year, man. He was floating on that shit, dog.
Is that the one with Caribou? Because I hated her flow
that's
on that.
That's the song after.
Okay.
The song
No,
after. That's more money than your dad.
More money than your dad.
That
There
shit-
you go. Okay. Everything was
man,
cold until she came in, man. I ain't gonna front. I hate
I
that
like it.
flow, man.
I like it.
She kinda killed the vibe.
Bro, I will say
This bitch on Fent, bro. Come on.
she started off. She
Hate
started
that
off on beat and then she just lost her way. I mean, you could easily tell.
Yeah.
I do think
Yes.
I do still enjoy it, but I like
It's
Carol.
like-
I don't know much of her music, but this didn't make me want to listen to more. I don't
That's
know.
fair.
Just not.
That's
for
I
me.
feel like her vocals were pulled from something else.
Other song,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
It sounds like that one song that I do know from her. Kind of like it's the same vibe, the same beat
Yeah.
with the saxophone and all that.
That's
But
how she
I
rap.
don't know.
That's how she rap. She just rap like that's a style now. Rapping off beat, like that's part of.
I mean, is it really off
I
beat?
don't
It's just
know.
like you.
You're not even trying
Not
to catch
even
the beat. You just
trying.
rap.
Yeah,
you
you
just
just-
rap and yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
you're right.
know,
I guess it
not for
ain't
me.
technically off beat. You just rapping.
Not for me.
But yeah, I fuck with that song. I don't think to me personally, there's not really any skips on here. There are songs that
Nope.
are better than others, obviously, but I can listen to this album straight through and enjoy it. And it's less than an hour anyway, so and I don't feel like it's any filler on here. Like every song
None.
belongs. The features are, except for the Caribou, apparently for y'all, the features are flawless.
I love the
in
John
my
Legend
opinion.
feature that he killed it on the
Wow.
hook.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
And that song, man,
Out of
every
nowhere.
man has to hear that song for real.
Yeah.
Like
Gotta grow
ASAP.
up. Grow up.
Yeah,
man.
for real.
Time. Yeah, it's
Love that
relatable.
one.
Anybody can
Mhm.
take a message from that one. But
Cold
I like
Hero.
Dress said earlier, man, I'm looking forward to whatever his next project gonna be. I hope he goes on tour for this album because I will be there to see him. And I think he's just one of those guys that everybody just gonna root for, man. Like sometimes you get artists like that where you just wish the best for him. Like Currency is one of those artists for me. Like I always want
Mhm.
Currency to succeed and thrive. Like these dudes are just, for lack of a better word, they just seem cool. Like they emulate cool.
Right.
Like I don't know these guys personally, but they just seem like just cool, down to earth guys. You know what I mean? Like they don't seem pretentious. They don't seem cocky or arrogant, which in something like rap, you kind of need that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying to thrive in that ecosystem. But
But
they're able
do
to do
you,
it.
He-
Yeah, exactly. You might
they
not. Yeah.
challenging it.
They
Yeah.
challenge that of I feel like you will grow a tighter connection to your audience by not just shitting on them constantly. Like Currency somehow
yeah.
has done this for about 20 years. Like he is stunned, but he not punching down on the listener. Like whenever Currency talking shit about somebody, it's about somebody's some girl's boyfriend, you know what I'm saying, that he fucking with, you know what I
It
mean?
ends up
Or
uplifting
just some
you
hater.
somehow.
Yeah, it ends up uplifting. Like
Yeah.
Or Jordan Fusions.
Jordan Fusions that need like he directs hate in the right direction, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Yeah. He's wearing fusions. Yeah, man. Shout out to him. But
Nah, I
Foggieraw,
say,
man.
I think my favorite thing about stories like this, like when you get a rapper who ties their personal life and growth and experiences into the music in a way that like you start following them to see how it continues, how things grow around it. Like you go to a festival and see them on a smaller stage, then you watch them over the next year, all of a sudden they right under the headliner or some shit. Like it's
Nah, real shit.
it's a moment.
It's nice to
Yeah.
see that grow. Yeah, it's cool to see that grow. You feel like you
Yeah.
was a part of the story from the beginning, so to speak. Maybe not, the exact beginning, but you were there early. You were an early adopter of this
Right.
artist. And it's cool to see like you have stock in this artist, and it's cool to see their, star rise and to be a part of that from the beginning. Like an artist that we were all there kind of from the beginning, like Tyler. Like seeing where Tyler right now is just fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Or even
Never was
Currency, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of artists like that we followed for years now. And it's like, damn, like you are just ascending and constantly just going further and further and further. It's dope. So you can see them take it to more of a commercial lane like Tyler, or you can see them keep the underground route like Currency or Earl Sweatshirt or Larry June, or you know what I'm saying? Whoever it is. It's somebody out there for everybody, bro. And it's just hip hop is so big and the breadth and depth is so wide that it's literally something for everybody, man. But
For
I
real.
think this album will go down as like one of those if you know classics. You know, it's not gonna be a classic as far as commercial because he's not a huge commercial artist, but it's gonna be one of those like, hey, you know that Foggieraw album? That shit was amazing, right? Like that's one of the best albums that came out that year. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna
For sure.
have one of those like cult classic type of things. The same way we talk about like Mugga Man, Grande Marshall. Like I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That's just a classic. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care about others' opinions. I listened to it. I was there. You know,
We should talk about Mugga Man soon.
we should, man. I gotta find it first. I gotta find it to listen to it. But
True.
yeah, shout out Foggieraw, man. We wish you the best of success. Like I said, I just got hip to it, but better late than never, man. Don't like talk shit about people who are late. Don't be that guy. Nobody likes that guy. The person like, well, I've been on him. Shut up.
You brought it up. You brought it up.
No, people do that. People do that shit all the time, bro. Like,
yeah, RDC has a famous skit that I love. That's just like, remember when I put you on that? Remember when I put you on that? I love that skit, man.
People like I used to be guilty of it years ago, but that shit is very lame. I've learned. Like,
bro,
if you want your favorite artist, if you want your favorite artist to be
bro.
successul, if you want your favorite artist to be successful, like that's what it's gonna take. Like people jumping on at different points. You know what I mean? But yeah, check out the album with no due respect. I feel like it's a modern hip hop love classic. You know what I'm saying? He exploring some interesting themes as far as faith and love, and I feel like he's doing it in a way that most artists aren't. It's hopeful when you listen to it. You know what I'm saying? So that'll wrap it up for us. Tell us what you think about the album, what songs you love, what lyrics you love, whatever it may be. Hit us up in the comments. We'll see y'all later.